Hi and hello there. It's been a while since I've last posted a video, and as some of you would be well aware that you have been completing your business studies examinations recently, perhaps, and I've been working with some students on how to answer questions and so forth. That has taken up a bit of my time before I could actually post another video. While all that is well and worth it, I'm pleased to tell you I'm back today to share with you more videos on business studies. And thank you so much to those who have subscribed throughout the recent days and from the beginning. Thank you very, very much. I hope you've been enjoying these videos, and let's move on to hierarchy of objectives today. So, what will we be uncovering today? We will look at what aim means, mission, and corporate objectives. So an aim is similar to a vision, and a vision would mean something that is very much long term. So as an individual, you would have a long term vision as well, right? So it depends on what that long term vision is, right? Perhaps to be a successful business entrepreneur 15 years from now or 10 years from now. So companies would also need to have aims because these are important to be established so that businesses understand or stakeholders understand what they are in for in the long run and why they are there. Similarly, for a business, it is important because, well, it always informs important stakeholders or employees, for example, what the business is all about and what they're looking forward to in the long run. So there's an example here on a vision statement to be one of the world's leading producers and providers of entertainment and information. So this shows that it's very much long term because this company's aim is to be the world's leading producers and providers of entertainment and information. So if you could guess a company that would have something like this as their vision statement, which company would that be? Let's move on to mission before we discover who the company is. Now, for mission statement, this is important because a mission statement reflects the organization's past and present by stating the role and of the company and their reason for existence. So while vision statement is a long-term aim that they want to achieve, a mission statement talks about something in the past, something in the future, something in the present moment to explain to important people, stakeholders, employees, the business itself, why they are there and what they aim to do in the short run. So it defines the company's business, its objectives, and its approach to reach those objectives. Now, looking back to a mission statement under the same company. Now, if the earlier vision statement talks about the world's leading producers and providers of entertainment, the mission statement says using our portfolio of brands to differentiate our content, services, and consumer products, right? We seek to develop most creative, innovative, and profitable entertainment experiences and related products in the world. So this basically explains how and what they're going to do to reach their aim. All right, so it speaks about differentiating content, services, consumer products, also to develop the most creative, innovative, and profitable entertainment experiences. This is the mission that this company is looking for or hoping to achieve. Now, which company do you think this is? This is Walt Disney or Disney. And these are the vision and mission statement of this company. Now, what are corporate objectives? So, if a vision talks about a long term goal that a company wants to look at, and mission explains basically how they're going to do it or the objective of setting such a goal, right? Corporate objectives is simply breaking down the vision and the mission into more specific objectives for companies to achieve. You will not see a corporate objective statement normally in the websites, but you will see the long-term vision and mission in corporate websites. Yeah, so it is basically to achieve the vision and mission. So it breaks down into more specific objectives. At the same time, corporate objectives is ever changing, changes over time, because if you look at companies and how they set their corporate objectives, you would relate this to performance management. You would relate this to every individual's goals, right? But it's first broken down into one main corporate objective, and once that objective is achieved, a new one is set so that new goals can be met. All of these objectives, the ones achieved and the ones to be achieved, is aimed at reaching the mission of the business and eventually the vision of the business in the long run. Now, these objectives are discussed and decided by top management before cascading it down to divisional and departmental objectives to support the corporate objective and eventually the mission and vision of the company. So let's look at an example of an aim, mission, and a corporate objective of a company such as Walt Disney. And the corporate objective. So this corporate objective is skewed towards more of a financial objective, all right, for that particular year perhaps, and to maximize earnings and cash flows, and to allocate capital towards growth initiatives that will drive the long-term shareholder value. So basically, these corporate objectives is aimed to meet the mission of the business and eventually the aim or the vision of the business, to look at the cash flow, to look at the capital growth, all right, to ensure that the company grows, right, as how the aim of the vision is to be the world's leading producers and providers of content animation. Therefore, they will need to grow in order to become a world leader in entertainment. Okay, and at the same time, if you notice, the corporate objectives also speaks about long-term shareholder value, right? So as you are well aware, shareholders play a vital role in every company, and in some companies, these shareholders become part of that corporate objective to ensure that whatever returns or growth that a company has attained is providing values to the shareholders so that it will keep them in the longer term of the business. Now, let's talk about the various types of corporate objectives that you will need to know. Survival, growth, maximize profits, to increase market share, for profit satisficing, and for corporate social responsibility. Now, you would have learned about this in class, and the aim of this video is just to help refresh whatever you've learned, or rewind or recap, if those are the words suitable to explain the intention of this video. Now, what you'll see next is a couple of explanations to each of these corporate objectives. I will give you some time to go through it, read it through, try and identify which explanation is linked to which type of corporate objectives. So if you have completed the simple task just now, let's check if your answers are correct. We have 6 corporate objectives here today. Let's look at the first one. It is growth, because you're ensuring that the company grows by expanding into new locations, new markets, or taking over new businesses. So this is considered a growth corporate objective. Secondly, a corporate social responsibility, because this business aims to ensure that the business conforms to the needs of the society by being socially accountable to the needs of each stakeholder, right? Now the third one talks about how the business makes is aimed to making just enough profits with no intention of expanding aggressively or dominating market share. Now, businesses that looks at this as an objective is called profit satisficing, earning just enough, nothing more, nothing less, so that the business continues to exist. Thirdly, survival. Ensure the business makes enough sales and profits to survive or to break even, being able to make enough to cover all its debts and continue to survive. The next definition is to ensure costs are set low so the business would be able to maximize profits. So the corporate objective for that is basically maximizing profits. Finally, to increase sales so that the business can hold a bigger stake in the market share. That comes from the corporate objective of increasing market share. Now, I hope you have done okay for this. If not, not to worry. Recap from your notes in your textbook and notes in class. Watch this video again so that it helps you understand. So what are the important things that we've covered today that you should remember and revise further after this class or as and when you have the time? Hierarchy of objectives consists of aim, mission, corporate objectives, divisional objectives, and departmental objectives, followed by the individual objective. So the hierarchy of objectives is basically a pyramid, the aim being at the top. And to support the aim, there are various levels in the pyramid that needs to be stronger and stronger as it goes down to the final base of the pyramid, which is the individual base. So individuals are basically people in the company who help drive the company objectives. Now, besides hierarchy of objectives, you should know specifically about corporate objectives and what are they? Growth, profit satisficing, maximizing profits, CSR, survival, and increasing market share. So there are various types of corporate objectives that you need to understand, and basically also remember that corporate objectives are not set in stone, and once it is achieved, it is moved on to the next to be decided, and normally these objectives are set by senior management to help cascade these corporate objectives to divisional, departmental, and finally down to each individual on what they're supposed to do to reach the company's corporate objectives, and eventually the mission of the business, and finally the aim of the business in the very long run. So we've come to the end of today's very short class, well, about 13 minutes long of a class. I hope you're able to follow through, and this is not the end of the chapters for objective. I will be posting up another video tomorrow. Look out for that, and these videos will be catered to chapter 4 on objectives or corporate objectives. It is explained in shorter sections of the chapter so that you are able to just go through and pick areas where you really need help instead of watching the whole video on one particular chapter. I hope this helps for now. Thank you so much for your support. I will talk to you again soon.